EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin on the ground with Garindo. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Gets past one man. There he goes, right side. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 71 yards. And the 49ers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts them in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The sack there by Roquan Smith. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Purdy going to give it to Garindo. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact,
in 2021? That's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Henry. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. They'll run for it with Henry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. In motion, Aguilar. Throwing is Jackson. This is caught. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 26 yards. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the two-point try will be unsuccessful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-6 the score after one right here on EA Sports. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot on
best.
the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. A first down carry for Henry.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Jackson. And it's caught.
Yeah, the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now Lamar changing the play.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be...
Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the 49ers are able to move back in front. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 17-14.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Jackson. So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They go play action with Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run wide side with Henry. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Jackson now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Now it's Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run. It's Henry. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to the tight end, Saubert.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Purdy. Throws quickly, and he's got George Kittle.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 23 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Ravens. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the two-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action here. Purdy.
They'll roll him out right.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Henry again on second down.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jackson. He dumps it off for Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Now Lamar changing the look.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Jackson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because you're still a long way away from the line time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
Touchdown, 49ers!
Isaac Guerrero.
39 yards.
And the Niners get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's 1st and 10.
Now it's Jackson rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 31, Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
They'll try the middle with Guerrero.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Purdy now to throw.
That is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And returns it right back to Samuel.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point try now for Moody.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Henry trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll give it to him again, and he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Jackson.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock, with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Purdy from his own end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On 4th down, here's Purdy.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
And they'll accept that penalty. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.